conference at 10. He had the science and the timeline and the charts. He said the island had a treatment facility. He said the treatment was a barge from here to there. Small government, they do the most in the fewest words. Small government, the trains run clean and nobody gets hurt. Small government, and everything they promised is already done. The newspapers agreed it was a health decision. The science had been thoroughly reviewed. The mayor shook some hands outside the building and turned the cameras off before the barges came. Small government, they do the most in the fewest words. Small government, the trains run clean and nobody gets hurt. Small government, and everything they promised is already done. Somewhere in the office, a 12-year-old boy's gone missing. The mayor checks his calendar and schedules the announcement. Small government, they do the most in the fewest words. Small government, the trains run clean and nobody gets hurt. Small government, and everything they promised is already done. There's a mayor who lives in the building that faces the harbor. He has kept the same office since the year of the rat. His nephew keeps all of the paperwork in a binder. He knows which law to amend to achieve what he wants. We were exiled on a morning in the century of dogs. We had names and we had collar tags and roots we always logged. The island in the harbor always knew what we were worth. There's a mayor in the building and the dogs go by decree. Every photograph still in the frame on the stairwell. Every child still sleeping in a bed near the wall. The dogs are made illegal and the paperwork goes missing. And someone in the archive room remembers what they saw. We were exiled on a morning in the century of dogs. We had names and we had collar tags and roots we always logged. The island in the harbor always knew what we were worth. There's a mayor in the building and the dogs go by decree. Every century ends in the same way as the last one. Something held too long and then let go at once. We were exiled on a morning in the century had names and we had collar tags and routes we always logged. The island in the harbor always knew what we were worth. There's a mayor in the building, and the dogs go by decree. If I can find a way. The smell of the ash coming up through the altitude, a low kind of signal from somewhere you knew. The island holds shapes that are harder to name now. A water tower rusting, a bowl someone left out. Us in, and the current says stay. We don't land here. We don't land here. But I'll circle back if I can find a way. Just tell me the I can find a way. paperwork. The dog knew my name from 3.5 years. Something about that earns a rec or two. This is the one thing I will not leave behind. Not for the paperwork, not for the civic design. I'll cross every border they've drawn in the water. For one thing I decided was mine. Smelled like sulfur and old television. The radio said all the dogs had their chips. A boy could hear his dog through a couple miles of garbage if the static was low and the current was right. This is the one thing I will not leave behind. Not for the paperwork, not for the civic design. I'll cross every border they've drawn in the water. For one thing I decided was mine. And maybe I crashed, and maybe I shouldn't have gone, but I would do it again. From the morning I knew you were already gone. Not for the civic design. I'll cross every border they've drawn in the water. For one thing I decided was mine. free. Gray Island, the water is wide, but we're still here. Gray Island, the ash falls soft and it falls clear. Gray Island, and everything we lost is somewhere here. The gray dog ate from the plastic. The black dog stood at the wire. The third one wouldn't take from anyone's hand, and the crows came down from the tower. The island smelled like the end of an argument no one finishes. The boy walked in from the northern gate with both hands out in the cold. The gray dog had a name once, a tag with someone's phone number, still swinging from the collar in the evening wind. The black dog still remembered what it was to be expected, still woke at the time he used to wake. But the third one learned a different kind of patience, lying low until it wasn't wrong to take. This is what's left when the city says go. The gate open, the fog on the water. 3 dogs at the far end of the heap, relearning what it costs to trust. He said a name in the direction of nothing. He said it again at the eastern wall. The third dog turned from somewhere in the middle distance and came the whole way across the field. This is what's left when the city says go. The gate open, the fog on the water. 3 dogs at the far end of the heap, relearning what it costs to trust. Kitchen door, 2 flies and a ring from the water dish. The last I walked you was a Tuesday morning. The ferry from the harbor had already left. There's a shape where you are, dark water, a name nobody calls anymore. There's a shape where you are, and it found. The good dog waited 3 steps back. He set it in the bowl that had someone else's name on. The good dog came and didn't look him in the face. Even here, we make a ceremony out of small things. Even here, the hungry get a bowl and the bowl gets clean. Even here, that's the whole of what I mean. He slept against the good dog's back for warmth. The good dog dreamed in a language of its own. The moon came over Trash Island at its usual time, and nobody asked what it was doing there. Even here, we make a ceremony out of small things. Even here, the hungry get a bowl and the bowl gets clean. Even here, that's the whole of what I mean. Two creatures in the ash, agreeing without speaking. The old agreement, nothing else required. Even here, we make a ceremony out of small things. Even here, the hungry get a bowl and the bowl gets clean. Even here, that's the whole of what I mean. Is still live. The frequency you mapped before they closed the channel. The voice on the recording doesn't know it's in the past. Something about the static sounds like calling. You're still sending me a signal from the center of the noise. Still sending me a frequency across the water. I hear you in the kitchen, and the white behind the sound. You're still sending from across the water. I charted all the wavelengths on the inside of the door. The long wave and the short wave where they overlap. The city turns the towers off at 2 to save the power. But something keeps transmitting from somewhere past the map. Sending me a signal from the center of the noise. Still sending me a frequency across the water. I hear you in the kitchen, in the white behind the sound. You're still sending from across the water. Maybe I misread it. Maybe it's the wind. But I wrote your name on the dial, and I haven't moved my hand. You're still sending me a signal from the center of the noise. Still sending me a frequency across the water. across the water. He came from the road and he knew it. He had a name but he wouldn't say it. He watched the others trust the boy from a careful distance. There is a kind of damage that runs toward loneliness, like water finding low ground in the rock. He had been touched before and he survived it. But surviving is a different thing from trust. There's a dog at the root of things, who chose the wound over the closing, who called the wound integrity and lived. Now a boy is sitting in the ash, and the dog is trying to remember what it cost him to resist. He lay down near the fire, not at it, near it, close enough to feel the warmth and keep the story straight. There's a dog at the root of things, who chose the wound over the closing, who called the wound integrity and lived. Now a boy is sitting in the ash, and the dog is trying to remember what it cost him to resist. We came to the island with nothing to negotiate. We came with our names and our tags and the smell of the house, the gray dog and the black dog, and the one who ran from children. We found each other by the water at the east wall. All of us exiled, all of us still here, still keeping our names in the dark of the island. All of us exiled, all of us here. We build what we can from what's left in The mainland turned their lights on at 7, like we weren't out here watching, like the water wasn't 30 meters between us, like we'd learned to stop looking. All of us exiled, all of us still here, still keeping our names in the dark of the island. All of us exiled, all of us here. We build what we can from what's left in the yard. We build what we can from what's left. The ash comes down in October, but here it comes in June. The sky does not agree with you on what the season is. A dog barks from the eastern ridge at the same time every morning. You hear your name inside it, even though it isn't yours. This is ash season, where the weather doesn't match the calendar's intention. This is ash season, where your body learns a different kind of time. Ash season, you're in it now and you already know. You are 12 and you are standing at the edge of something, the kind of edge that only children recognize. The whole island smells like rust and something sweeter. The way of burning down things sometimes does. This is ash season, where the weather doesn't match the calendar's intention. This is ash season, where your body learns a different kind of time. Ash season, you're in it now and you already know. Later it will be this, later it will be the smell of this, the whole sky behind you, doing something beautiful. This is ash season, where the weather doesn't match the calendar's intention. This is ash season, where your body learns a different kind of time. Ash season, you're in it now and you already know. By the third morning I had learned his sleeping schedule. The way he turned his head when something moved at 6. I kept the fire going from the coals the night before, and he came to sit beside me without being asked. This is the morning after, when the crisis settles in. the second can was rusted. He didn't apologize, and neither did I. This is the morning after, when the crisis settles into just the day, and you find the word for something that was always going to stay. This is the morning after, and I'm still not used to how a whole life fits inside the space between us now. Not a rescue, not a story I'll tell right, just a fire and a morning, and whatever comes next. This is the morning after, when the crisis settles into just the day, and you find the word for something that was always going to stay. This is the morning after, and I'm still not used to how a whole life fits inside the space between us now. We came home on a Wednesday in November. The harbor was the same, the ferry unchanged. I kept your collar in my coat pocket on the crossing, and touched it every time the boat moved wrong. After the island, after the crossing, the city feels like someone else's idea. After the island, after all the ash comes off, I don't know what my address means anymore. The neighbors had a dog, same breed, different color. They walked her on the street we used to walk. I took the long way home for almost 2 weeks, until I figured out a route that missed the park. After the island, after the crossing, the city feels like someone else's idea. After the island, after all the ash comes off, I don't know what my address means anymore. The red leash in the drawer, still waiting for a dog. I leave it there because removing it would mean something. After the island, after the crossing, the city feels like someone else's idea. After the island, after all the ash comes off, I don't know what my address means anymore.
I said the island was a health decision. The DJ turned it down and put the next track in.
The lights across the harbor were still visible at midnight. We danced around the window and pretended it was smoke.
17 degrees at the Eastern Ferry landing.
The queue to cross was padlocked by the civil authority.
We found a bar that faced away
From everything official,
and stayed until the morning, made it mean something to leave.
megasaki lights are on, and the dogs are all across the water. Megasaki lights stay on through the ordnance and the fire. Megasaki lights are on,
And we keep the volume up until the lights go off.
it's not enough. We know it's not enough, but everything we have is happening right now. Megasaki lights are on, and the dogs are all across the water. Megasaki lights stay on through the ordnance and the fire. Megasaki lights are on,
And we keep the volume up until the lights go off. The train ran north along the harbor wall at 5. A woman with a newspaper and 3 stops to go. The conductor punched the ticket and said something in Japanese that nobody translated for the boy across the aisle. The long train back runs through the cities that unmade you. The long train back runs through the year and what came after. You arrive where you started from, but different in the bone on the long train back. He held his dog tag to the window and the cold glass. The city coming in from the left, expanding as it came. A man in a suit talking quietly into his jacket sleeve. The ordinary texture of a world that moved while you were gone. The long train back runs through the cities that unmade you. The long train back runs through the year and what came after. You arrive where you started from, but different in the bone on the long train back. Nobody looks at the boy with the dog tag and the ash still in his collar, and the dog beside him now. The long train back runs through the cities that unmade you. The long train back runs through the year and what came after. You arrive where you started from, but different in the bone on the long train back.
coast in October, low cloud, and the sound of